Hello everybody! Welcome to another tutorial for LiveScore. In the last tutorial, we have covered how we can import MIDI clips in Ableton Live into LiveScore editor to create a full score. You might wonder what else LiveScore offers for editing the full score you create. In this video, we will go through the graphical user interface and help you navigate the program freely to find the functionality you need. In an empty MIDI track, drag in the LiveScore editor device and click on Open Editor. Now we see a pop-up window and the interface of LiveScore editor in it. In the menu, click on File and Load Score. Let's load the MaxScore XML file we saved from the last tutorial. Here on the left, we now see our full score in the canvas. Here is the main part where we will do most of our editing. On the right is the sidebar. You could toggle the display from the menu if you click on View and Sidebar. On the sidebar, there are 4 tabs. The first one, Tools, is the main one for note input and editing. Let's select a note in the score by clicking it and turning it blue. Clicking on the button on the right, we can change the rhythm, dynamics, articulations, ornaments, and so on. Then there are the buttons to change the pitch, amplitude, hold time, and duration of a note. Below the buttons, there are the track numbers used for multiple voices in a staff. And then we have the options for a selected measure, where we can change its clef, key signature, time signature, bar lines, as well as set repeats and some display options. We will discuss more in the next tutorial. The next tab is Pitch Utility. Here are some tools for selection. If we select a single note, the MIDI cent here is displayed. MIDI cent is the MIDI pitch number times 100, allowing microtonality. Typically, middle C is 6000. Below are some tools for transposition, and at the end, there are some advanced pitch entry tools mainly for microtonal composition. The next tab is Scorpions. Scorpions are plugins that help with composition or various tools for manipulating scores and graphics. The last one is Pixter, containing tools for making graphics and setting their attributes or special behavior when clicked or played back. In the bottom of the window are buttons for navigation, where you can jump to a certain bar by typing in the bar number or using the arrow buttons. Then there's the zoom option. The optimal size is usually 0.5. The proportional options are for displaying the score in an alternative single-line proportional notation. Then there are the playback buttons. They are mostly for use in Max MSP, but in LiveScore, they are synced to Ableton Live's global playback. We will now look at the different views of the canvas. In the menu, click on View, and you will see the 3 possible views. We are currently in the score view, which can be accessed by using the shortcut Shift-1. Pressing Shift-2, we are now in the Staff Manager. Here, you can set different attributes for the staffs. The first column is the staff number for sorting staffs. In the Group column, you can set different brackets groups for staffs. Press Shift-1 to see the results. Then, in the Clef column, you can set the global clef for an entire staff. Similarly, you can change the global key signature and transposition of the staff. The Style column is an important one for various staff styles. Clicking on the menu, you will see different options, most of them for microtonality. The default option is the normal 5-line staff, and tablature is for guitars or other special instruments. The percussion options is typically for a drum score or any other customizable percussion maps. Then there's the clef designer for octave transposed clefs or user-defined advanced clefs. We will discuss the clef designer and percussion maps in separate tutorials. The last 3 columns are only found in LiveScore but not MaxScore. They are for syncing to Ableton Live's MIDI clips for a global transcription of multiple clips. The live track column is for connecting to the LiveScore hub device, which we will discuss in another tutorial. Let's go to the last view option. Pressing Shift 3, we are now in the Preferences view. Here, we can set options for the full score, including the title, subtitle, composer, and copyright message. Below are display options. That's all for this tutorial. There are still many things we haven't covered. We will discuss them in detail in tutorials for specific topics. If you find this video useful, please click on the like button. Or if you have questions or issues to report, please comment down below. See you again in our other tutorials!